Once again, session of Hoodies the podcast. Test 1, 2. This is Hoodies. Let's do it, man. Live from the Skill Suite. Yo, coming at you, man. Yeah. Are we back? 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 Word. Peace. Back for the double up. Listen, man. I don't know who needs to hear this. Even though it feels like nobody's in your corner, that nobody's genuine, be clear. Be very, very clear. There are some people talking behind your back, but some of them are conspiring to do good. Believe it or not, some folk are conspiring to do good and to help you, right? There's somebody who's really, who really meditates about you. When the lights are off and they got the music on, the sounds on, or the sound bowl or whatever it is, they're doing everything they can to keep you in their thoughts, their prayers, their affirmations, and their meditations and all of that. You know what I mean? Contrary to what you may be thinking. Contrary to how you may even feel. There are some people who actually want the best for you. And I've been guilty of this too. Sometimes there are folk around who are giving us compliments, unsolicited compliments, unsolicited validation. Not that we necessarily need it, but it does feel good when someone acknowledges, your hairdo. Whether it's, your new roller, maybe got a roller set there. I don't know. Maybe got your hair cut into a bob or something, or a pixie cut, and somebody's feeling it. You didn't ask for it, but it feels good to know that somebody else is digging your style too. You a vibe, and you like that other people like it. Or when people validate you and say, yo, you doing a great job, or yo, you were made to do this, fam, word up, you the guy for the job or whatever. Not that you need it, you know what I mean, but it feels good to be recognized for your leadership. It feels good to be recognized for the hard work you put in, for a podcast you've done, a song you've created, or whatever. Maybe you're a religious person and you put on a pretty decent sermon. And it's kind of nice to know that some of the congregants was with it. Word. You know what I'm saying? This damn sleeve. But contrary, to how it feels at times, there are some people who rock with you. And like I was saying, let me finish my thought. So even with all the unsolicited comments, all the unsolicited validation or whatever, isn't it weird how when we get that is, I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that. And then you get one negative comment, whether it's in real life, for some of you it could be on social media, something negative. And out of all the positive things that you heard, all the words of affirmations, because for some of us, that's our love language. Out of all of those things you heard, that one negative comment got you off your square. That one negative comment got you bugging the fuck out. Isn't that crazy? I just don't get that. All this love around you and a little sprinkle of hate. You gotta let that motherfucker know what time it is. Who the fuck you think you talking to? What, nigga? Hey, see, I don't even be fucking with nobody. I'm peaceful and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Why does that one? And here's the thing. You can, because I don't want to mistake. Yeah, somebody, Philadelphia 76ers fan is texting me right now. He must have got word that Jaylen Brown just got traded there for Paul George. I don't want Paul George. Anyway. I'm busy right now. But what was I saying? A good way to tell the difference between a hater and someone who's just giving some honest criticism about you. Honest criticism is based off true things. It's based off true things. Hate isn't. Hate is, for example, say you're an entrepreneur, and the person who's saying things about you is not. And say the person who is not an entrepreneur and has just a regular 9-to-5 got something funky to say about your business. They may say something along the lines, well, you think he's doing something, he should have 2 or 3 shops by now, or something to that effect, right? That's hate, right? Because how could a person with no business have something funky to say about someone who has one? And say, well, they should have several. They should be further along than what they are. When they should have more than one location for their business when you don't have one. That's hate. And oftentimes, the person that works the 9-to-5 is probably making more coin than the entrepreneur. That tends to happen often. Folk who's got some coin and some things going on always seem to have something funky to say about folk who don't have as much as them. Why is that? Why are they not content with what they got? You know what I'm saying? Listen, it just goes back to something I used to say a long time ago about happy people. Happy people, you ain't never got to worry about them talking shit. Happy people are too busy being happy to be worried about what the f*** you got going on. You know why? Because they're happy. And here we are getting to the point here before, you know what I'm saying, we actually get into the meat of the situation. That sounded weird. What I'm saying is that should be the goal. Happiness in the form that we gotta stop giving a shit what people think. Stop caring about what people think. Understand when people hate on you. See, if you wasn't doing nothing, if you wasn't bout shit, a hater wouldn't have nothing to hate on, at least not when it comes to you. Listen, when you got haters, that means you're doing something. And about them having, quote unquote, more than you, you know, when it comes to things and maybe money, them having more than you just goes to show there's something about you. There's something about you that they lack, that they don't have. It's gotta be. Because if you got coin and things and no happiness, that's how it shows up. It shows up as hate. I'm not really caring what nobody got to say about that. The goal is to be happy. Not just that. Well, the goal is to be happy, and one of the ways to achieve it is stop giving a shit about what people think. Because if they got something to say, it means you doing something. And because you doing something, you got to take the crookeds with the straights. Yeah, that's the perfect way to put this. Okay, you can't be doing good. Cause see, you could just listen. You could just be simply being yourself. You could just be simply being authentic. Just being your authentic self. Just being you. You're into this. You're into that. I don't rock with that, and I don't rock with this. And you stand on that. That's who you are. This is what you believe. This is the business you stand on. That's who you are. You are you. You are you. That bothers folk. That bothers folk. Because they gotta be thinking, how is it I got all this going for me, and yet I'm worried about what he's doing? The hate is a reflection of them, not necessarily you. Okay? Because I was gonna say, but it could be, but constructive criticism is different. It's rooted in some sort of truth, and not just off some funky bullshit. You'll know it. You know what I'm saying? And once you receive some honest criticism, it's up to you to make changes if you feel as though it's necessary or not. But deep down, I think it gets to us because, yes, it's a bit of ego. I'm guilty of it. But you got to take the crookeds with the straights. Not everybody's going to rock with you. Not everybody's going to be bout what you bout. And how can you blame them? Right? Because the haters are, for the most part, not who they say they are when nobody's looking. When folk are looking, there are certain folk who appear to be on their square. Some of them are clergy, some of them are woke, conscious, whatever you want to call them. Some of them are so-called activists, so-called mentors. There's people in all walks of life who, when you see them face value, that's just who they are when you're looking at them, when eyes are on them. And to get corny for a minute, you know the saying that the true measure of a man is how he is, what he is, and the decisions that he makes when nobody's around. That's the true measure of a man. Who are you when nobody's looking? A lot of folk are not who they pretend to be when everybody's looking. They are not they are not the same way when nobody's looking, is what I'm trying to say. They are not the same way. You understand what I'm saying? There's a Muslim right now who's a part of the Nation of Islam, who's somewhere right now, somewhere on the low, eating some pork with a white broad. I don't know nothing like that. Well, of course you don't. They do it when you're not around. They do it when nobody's looking. Folk are not who they say they are when nobody's looking. And you are. You are. That's another reason why you get hate. Look, if you've been looking for a sign, this is it. This is the sign. From this day forward, I want us all to start anew. We need to develop, if you haven't already, I'm already in the works, been in the works for some years. You probably are too. But at this very moment, we all need to become even more so solid with who we are, so solid with our authenticity that no negative energy can fuck with it. From this day, this is your sign. This is our sign. And listen, and because this is the day we no longer let negative shit penetrate, you know what I'm saying, our bubble, that means we are anew now. At this very moment, this is a new us. And to fully become the new us, the old one has to die. From this moment forward, fuck them. And on that note, welcome back to another dope episode of Hoodies the Podcast. I'm the host, the Gar Rashidi, coming at you live from the Skill Suite. Well, maybe not so live, but we coming at you, man. So let's go ahead and get into this thing right after this break. So once again, to drive home, I ain't gonna keep y'all too long. To drive home, I can't believe they did that. Brad Stevens, what the fuck are you doing, fam? Why would you trade Jaylen Brown for Paul George? Okay, I get the first round picks and the second round picks. What? For Paul George? Now the Mitchell Robinson getting traded there, I'm liking that. But Paul George? I don't get it. Why? I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't get it. But anyway, man, that's another story. But check it, man. So driving home, this whole thing about shedding our own skin, that old skin, that thin skin that will get all fucked up and discombobulated over that one negative comment, that one negative. We have to, like I said, to achieve some happiness, one of the pillars in that happiness, we have to shed the old us so that the new us can, you know what I'm saying, bust out that cocoon and fly off. Listen to this right here.
See, here's the issue. You ready? We sit here and pray and pray and pray for this new life and this life I want to live, but we're not willing to let go of the old version of us. You can't have both now. You can't be the butterfly and the caterpillar. So which one you want to be? Oh, if I could just do whatever I want, have the time, freedom. Okay, well, guess what you're going to have to do? You're going to let go of that version of you who is rooted in familiarity and certainty. Go ahead and let go of her. Let him go. Yeah, but then I won't know what's coming. Exactly. The caterpillar, think about the way it thinks being on the ground, has certainty, knows where the ground is, and never know where everything. And now all of a sudden I got to become something where I don't know if I can even fly. What are wings? Wait, there's nothing in the sky. I just have this freedom. Yes, that will seem scary. But here's the deal. You can't have that freedom if you don't let go of that certainty. DG Mindset Academy.
That's a real heavy piece. And it was what I needed at the time. Especially listening to, like I said, clients day in, day out. It's weird. Sometimes there's this reoccurring theme, seems like. And everybody seems to be feeling some similar shit. And so I'm here with it. But wow, becoming comfortable with uncertainty. You know what I'm saying? That too, it should be a pillar. Hey, it probably is a pillar when it comes to happiness. You know what I'm saying? The pillars: fuck validation, develop a thicker skin, develop an identity that's so strong, it doesn't matter what gets said. You know what I'm saying? Let all of that internalizing the things other people say and do behind your back, because it's never in your face. At least they know that much. They know it wouldn't be wise to say this, that, and the third in your face. There's a reason for that. That's why they talking about you from afar. Now, sometimes they screw up and say it to people close to you. They still didn't say it to you. You understand what I'm saying? And some of those people, like I said, are close. Some of them are family. Some of them are parents. It don't matter. It doesn't matter at all. If shedding that, and listen, you need no permission. Of course, I'm sure you know that. You need no permission to be you. You need no permission to, you want to shed that old skin, you don't need permission. You don't need to go advertising. And that from here on out, I'm just good. No, stop talking. Stop talking. I told y'all we talk too much. Let's stop talking. It's time to stop talking and start doing. Don't try. There's no such thing as try. If you drop some money on the ground, you ain't gonna try to pick it up. You're gonna pick it up. So there's no try, it's only do. You either pick that money up or it blows in the freaking wind. We've started anew. Had some trouble getting that out. We've started anew. Ugh, it even feels good. Because everything is mental. Remember that. Everything is mental. Just the thought of that feels good. Because listen. Become so, just be you. Get so deep in you. Get so deep in being you that what people say about you don't even matter. The old you did, this one, sometimes change is sudden. This one right here, go ahead, talk. Yeah, what you said before had me fucked up. I ain't even gonna front. Can't believe you said that. And I can't believe you said that to her. I can't believe you said that to her. But you did. And the old me, had them feeling the ways. But we good. We good. So I should be thankful. We should be thankful. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, become so authentic, nothing else matters. You know what I'm saying? In fact, it's our duty to learn more and more about ourselves. It should be everybody's duty to get to know more and more and to get more and more in tune with oneself. There's no book on you. I'm sorry what you've been taught as a child or at some point in your life. There is no book on you because you haven't written it yet. You think somebody else know you better than you? Nah, nope. There may be some things about yourself that you haven't realized yet. There may be some things that someone else may see in you, but nobody knows you like you. In fact, nobody can bring you peace. Nobody can make you happy. Nobody's responsible for making you happy or responsible for your peace but you. It's all you. Nobody's going to do it for you. Nobody's going to come back and save you. There's nobody you can call on. Nah, this is something you have to hone yourself. Ourselves. Dig me? See, this is that type of talk that haters hate. Ooh, goodness. This is the type of talk that haters can't stand. As you start moving different with this new you, who got you on that? When you start acting like that, since when you don't care about whoop-de-whoop? You know what they said is bothering you. No, not no more. Or when you start trying to be authentic and stuff, you're going to hear that. But again, you got to take the crookeds with the straights, the good with the bad. When you bout something, that gives people something to talk about. It triggers people. Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Because everybody else is fronting. There's a lot of people fronting to be clergy. Shit. Come on, man. As soon as they not around they woman, they knocking down everything moving. You know what I'm saying? I'm so fit and I'm so, man, please, when ain't nobody watching, you don't know what they eating. But you, like I said, you on your, who you are, who you say you are, is who you are. That's really who you are. Doesn't mean you perfect. Doesn't mean you got it all figured out. None of this means that we've got it all figured out. None of it. All it simply means is we're trying to. We're trying to figure it out. And some folk, the haters, they not. Listen, a hater has peaked a long time ago. You walking around here talking about growth and shit. They've peaked a long time ago. And here you are moving like this. A few years ago, you was moving like that. Now you moving like this. And as of this episode, now you a new something else. So now people are going to talk. Take them crookeds with them straights, man. Look, I don't know who needs to hear this. Stop caring what people think. Stop it. Talking myself too. You know what I'm saying? It's time for you to do whatever it is you need to do to be you. You need no permission to do that. Listen, there are folk that say you should be dressed in a certain way when you get a certain age. You should have this amount of money stacked up at a certain age. You should have XYZ things accomplished at a certain age. You should be talking like that at a certain age. Who makes that call? Who makes that? This is your life. Who makes that call? Who makes that call for you to move different, look different, do? Who does that? Society? They're in charge of telling you when you should, where you should be, and what you should have at a particular age. You gotta listen to me, but I say make those changes as you see fit. As you see fit. Be you. Make those changes as you see fit. Once upon a time when I answered the phone, I used to pick it up and say, yo. It didn't matter who was calling me. Ring, ring, ring. Yo. At some point in time, I stopped doing that. I felt the need to change. Now it's peace. Hello? At some point, maybe that'll change. But I made the change when I saw fit. Nobody else is in charge here, fam. I run this. I run this. All of this. I run this. What are we talking about here? Who determines when and where I should be? You know what I'm saying? Now, if there are certain standards that you're making for yourself, then yeah, you should feel away if you don't if you operate in below standard, your standard. Yeah, it's important. I think it's important for people to make standards for themselves. You know what I'm saying? But you can't be both, man. You can't be the new you and the old you. The old you has to die. It has to die. The old you needed validation from your big bro, from your moms, from your father, from your woman. No. Listen, regardless of what people say, good, bad, whatever, at the end of the day, it's what you think about you that matters. Again, doesn't mean ignore honest criticism. It doesn't mean that. Doesn't mean ignore honest criticism. This is about throwing up a mental middle finger to haters. This is about the old you dying. A very sudden death, as you saw. We here now, man. We are here now. I don't know who needed to hear this. Perhaps I needed to hear it too. That this was worth the double up. And I feel like there's so much more I need to say. But I think I already said it. Nobody's going to do anything for you. You understand? It's up to you. Nobody can make you love you. You got to do that. Word. And I think I'm beating a dead horse now. So yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Word. Hey, so before I get out of here, I'm ready to get out of here. I'm oftentimes talking about how we need to do better as a community, this, that, and the third. So I want to take this time out to highlight, just throw out some positive imagery of brothers who are taking initiative, either voluntarily or being hired by folk to be of some benefit to the youth. Word.
Equality, fighting for equality. Oh, soldiers! Oh, soldiers! God, hear the gods! Hear the gods! Hear the gods! Troop, halt! We say hear the gods, is that right?
Yes, sir!
Not hear the niggas.
Come on, come on.
That's right. Not hear the niggas.
Come on.
Right. My brothers here, listen, all my young brothers, y'all not YNs.
Right.
Y'all not young niggas.
Come on.
That's right. Y'all young God.
Come on.
See, when you change the language, it feels different. We not young niggas, you a God.
That's
yes,
right.
Sir. You a king, is that right?
Yes, sir.
We don't play no games about our sisters, is that right?
Yes, sir.
I'm Richard Sloop.
Right.
Brave front.
Farrakhan.
Come on down here right now.
Come on, come on.
Right?
Come on.
Go ahead. Peace. This in our mind, righteousness, is that right?
Yes, sir.
If you with your friend, he's trying to do something left, no, you go right. Yes, sir. You always go right, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
That don't sound right to me. I'm out of here. I'll see you later. Ready front? Richard Sloop.
Elijah.
Right front.
Farrakhan.
Richard Sloop.
Elijah.
Right front.
Farrakhan.
Left. Peace. Go ahead. Left.
All right.
Peace. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Peace. Go ahead. Left. Peace. Go ahead. How the fruit feel?
Right, sir.
How the God feel?
Right, sir.
How the brothers feel?
Right, sir.
So we taught in the Nation of Islam, we taught everything in the Nation of Islam is yes, sir, no, sir. That's how you respond to your mom. Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
What is the deal with you? What's going on? Why do you think that your father signed you up to do this? You think that's the reason he wants you to learn how to box? It's a good skill, but I think it's a little bit more to it. I think he wants you to learn how to push through certain situations. I'm good at helping kids discover that side of them, but because I'm good at it, there's a few things that I'm not allowed to do. Number one, I'm not allowed to care when you get tired, so I don't. I'm not allowed to care when you're uncomfortable. I'm here to make you uncomfortable. So when you're over there on the back complaining and doing all that, oh, thank you, Jesus, when the bell, don't nobody want to hear that. We're a group full of savages. I'm going to turn you into a savage. Do you understand that? You need to be able to push through adversity. That's why you're here. I don't give a damn if you never box. I'm sure your dad doesn't give a damn if you ever box. But what we do care about is you finding something that's more concrete in your spirit. Push through. You understand? I don't want to hear all that whining and complaining and shit. We dogs in here. We don't do that shit. You understand? Turn it off when you get in here. Go to work. Everybody in here tired. You want to be the weakest link? Hell no. Are you the weakest link? Well, don't act like it. Go to work. Smiley. Stand up.
The reason why we call them soldiers is because it's a war going on. It's a war between truth and falsehood. It's a war between righteousness and unrighteousness. So all we want to do is give you the proper ammunition so y'all can be more successful in fighting in this war. Don't let these suits fool you. Just because the brothers in the suits don't make them no different from y'all. He said, why y'all wear suits when y'all come to the hood? He said, anytime you go somewhere important, you wear a suit. Come on. You got a business meeting, you wear a suit. You go to a wedding, you wear a suit. Nothing is more important than coming here and showing y'all love. So y'all can have y'all young children come out here and play. So we gotta understand, our leader taught us to make our communities a safe and decent place to live. When we do that, we ain't gotta worry about no outside forces killing us. When we heal each other, nobody be able to kill us. All right, so thank y'all, soldiers. Appreciate it.
See, I love seeing things like this. You know what I mean? I love it. It's encouraging. And you know what? We need to see it more. Our youth need to see it more. You know what I'm saying? Notice these brothers ain't coming around beating no tambourine, spitting off a bunch of scripture. Nah. You know what I mean? They showing up. You know what I mean? Where they are. Setting examples. Being men. You know what I'm saying? Being bout what they bout. In a world where folk, they really ain't bout what they say they bout. They say they this, but they're not. They say you can trust them, but you really can't. You know? And that once upon a time used to bother us. We've started anew. You know what I'm saying? Once again, Happy born day to anybody's got a born day today. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I salute you. You're the only one with this fingerprint. Live it up. It's the summer too. So get lit. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? No new subscribers. No new subscribers or nothing like that. But I still want to thank y'all for the love. Thank y'all for checking me out. And thank y'all for the energy. You know, it inspires me to come here and I suppose make some sense of it. So congratulations on your new leaf. Dead ass. Congratulations on your new leaf. Congratulations, butterfly. You know what I'm saying? Let's shed the old self. Let's build up the new. So strong. You know what I mean? So dedicated to anything that's detrimental to the pillars of our happiness, because everybody's pillars can be different. There's no set pillars. But anything that compromises any of the pillars, you know what I'm saying, in your world of happiness, in your realm of happiness, if you will, hey man, without question, it's out of here. Whatever's necessary. If someone needs to be poofed, doesn't matter who it is, if they need to be poofed because of disrespect, you ain't gotta tell, hey, you know what, I'm gonna stop talking to you. No, because that's like asking for permission. You don't need to even talk about it. You don't have to negotiate this about disrespect. Or you know what I'm saying, someone not being loyal. You don't have to do that. You don't need permission. You don't have to put it up in lights. You don't need a, you know what I'm saying, a megaphone. Just do it. Get them out of here. Fuck out of here. Word. So I want to thank y'all for watching. I'm the God Rashidi. This is Hoodies. Yeah. Peace. Hey. This is Hoodies.